this game, honestly. It was just like on the front page of speedrun.com one day.
It was free at the time, wasn't it?
I think it's still free, yeah. It's just like a great Unity project that someone made, I guess. Yeah, it's super fun.
Great is on a sliding scale, I think, maybe.
Well, that's what Trashathon is for.
I mean, I've made worse Unity games, so I can't really talk, but...
Yeah, there's the different sushis you can pick from. I only do tamago because that is the fastest. But I should say,
fast.
If someone makes a donation, I will gladly take a slower one that doesn't work. But cool, yeah. So we'll just go ahead and get started.
So, were you the first one to? I was around when Bit first started running this game, and I can't remember if you were the first one to start running it, or I think you were like one of the first people to just start posting times. Or was there someone else?
My timer totally just broke. So we're just gonna go with that.
Yeah, I was about to say you're losing. You're letting them get away.
No, you have to hold spacebar to accelerate, and spacebar is also my splits. I don't remember how I used to do it. All right, so there's a couple of different clips in this level that are like the strats to go faster. The one is definitely here. You have to like skip that, and then if you clip over the left side here properly, that's the other one.
So a lot of these you actually found too, right?
A couple of them, yeah.
And it's mostly the turns that it's 3 laps each, yes.
Yeah, that was.
And it's mostly the turns and the humps and turns, as it were.
Yes. No, I know. I was psyched when I found this game.
And I think it looks really simple, right? But I remember I tried playing this game and it's absolutely awful because it's only space and arrow keys, right? There's no there's no stick, there's no like variable input, so it's all hard left and hard right. And also the horses come after you, I guess. Fun fact about BitPixel: he's actually afraid of horses.
I don't like them. No, that clip I just did, that's probably the hardest one in the game, yeah. No, I think currently I'm second place in this one. Me and the guy that's first place now, we traded it back and forth quite a few times. But he actually made it to GDQ with it this year. I was really psyched to see this game ran at GDQ.
I remember seeing it being like, man, he just beat you out.
Well, it's funny, I actually signed up for GDQ with this game, and it was like, yeah, they're not going to accept it, it's trash. And then it was like, oh, look, there it is.
There is something kind of like endearing about it. I don't know, maybe it's just it's sushi and I like sushi and now I'm hungry, thanks for that. So it's 5 levels total, right?
Yeah,
and
5 levels total.
So this and the other game that you're playing are very straightforward. They're very like just get to the end as fast as possible.
Pretty much. Can't the same be said of all games?
Short and sweet.
Or of all speedruns.
Really exclusive skip right there with the big hump.
This one, yeah. As far as I know, there's not really any like clips you can do to go faster. You just kind of make sure you hit that dollar to skip the level.
Wouldn't that be yen? Or is it some other...
It might. I have no idea what it is, to be honest.
Yeah, it's some denomination of yen. 1,000 yen bill, I think.
And so these are supposed to be actually the conveyor belts from, like, the conveyor belt sushi. What are they... You're the one who actually studied Japanese. So I don't know what any of these words or symbols mean.
I've eaten at a conveyor belt sushi restaurant.
Yes, I remember I was with you. It was very stale. It was towards the end of the day.
But no,
not when you should go.
Kaitenzushi is literally just conveyor belt sushi. But yeah, this game, the timer doesn't really matter. You go by in-game time, not real time. That was another clip there.
Yeah. And then Kousoku is literally just high speed.
Just high-speed conveyor belts.
Conveyor belt sushi.
It's fantastic. Yeah, this game's great. Like I said, it handles really poorly though. Yeah, free download. Everyone should get it.
This is gonna be the new Fortnite. You're gonna make this game famous. But
I certainly hope so. Oh
no, if I was at a sushi restaurant and there was a horse running across the conveyor belt, I'd be very concerned.
I also love that this level has the raining sushi in the background.
It's a bit much.
Oh yeah, and then this song, this level, you get different music, which is very nice.
This guy, after all.
So this one is an egg sushi, right? You said that at the beginning.
Yeah, tamago.
And is that literally it's just like a fried, is that just like a big piece of fried egg on rice?
You know, I actually don't know how you make tamago, but it's kind of sweet. Like, it's not really fried. It's got like a sweet taste
so you've
to it.
actually had it before.
Oh yeah, plenty of times. But it's like, it's almost like a dessert in a way.
I only get the boring, like, the boring westernized ones. California roll, please. To go with my Uggs and my Starbucks. Oh, big sad. I'm a little behind. I'm actually just watching the stream off of Twitch.
I really like Red Snapper. Eel is great, but it's also like endangered or something.
No, eel is fantastic.
I'm all about the fried crab, like the dragon or the spider rolls. It's a different depending on which restaurants. I've noticed some of them have like, I don't know, anything crab.
Well, there you go. That was the whole game.
Jeez, a grueling marathon run.
But no, the exciting one to run was SegaSonic, which is coming up. I guess I'll just go right into it. Eh?
As far as short runs, the only thing I've ever even submitted was the CSGO weapons course, which is like sub 30-second runs. It's like kind of the standard, so I'm all about a short speed run. It's just
with the new beautiful layout there.
Oh man.
Yeah, so this game, this is actually an arcade cabinet that was only released in Japan. Never came out in America, but you play it with a trackball. I do not have a USB trackball, so I play it with a controller.
Just let me know when you need to know the status of the bid war.
Oh yeah, that'll be, I think there's 7 levels, so yeah, when I get to the Eggman stage, which, yeah, I am so psyched that so much money has been donated to this one.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot closer than it was before, too.
Yeah, I saw that. Which, yeah, both endings, it's just like, within a 5 seconds at the end of the run, is when you do it. I also said for every time I die in this one, I'm going to donate $1. So if you guys want to keep track of my deaths...
I will also be donating $0.25 because I'm big poor hours.
Yeah,
but the joke we were talking about during his practice, yeah, he's going to be using the button to just buy extra lives because it was an arcade game. So it's only fair that it cost money when he die.
Naturally.
Or it's not a legit run.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
All right.
We'll get it going.
Another game that... BitPixel likes to excel at games that I am like too small-brained to even pick up and play because this just looks like infuriating to play. A lot of it is similar. It's just like get to the end of the level as soon as possible. I think there's at least 1 or 2 bosses. How many bosses are there? Is it just the one?
Yeah, I think there's only 1 boss actually in this game.
But it's a lot of like avoiding hazards, which is.
And it's another one, because it's on this weird isometric plane, it controls really weird. And again, you're supposed to play it with a trackball, so a D-pad is odd.
Orthographic. Big meow hours.
Now this one's fun. I also recommend anyone who is a speedrunner get on it, because this game's really fun and easy to learn, and there's only like 7 or 8 people running it.
Big Indiana Jones theme coming up here throughout pretty much this whole game. Should you now? Here's the question: like, should you show him the Wile E. Coyote bit?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. I didn't know if you were gonna go for time or if you were gonna show the Wile E. Coyote bit, because I appreciated it.
Although it would be really cool to get a PB, just so I could submit it with this excellent layout that I made.
Oh yes. And World Star commentary, yes.
World class, absolutely. Is there time for a donation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, we got $10 from Jengoost with the comment, was telling everyone to donate when I haven't yet, so I'm fixing that now. Been a wild year, and thanks to those organizing this. So thank you, Jengoost.
The astute among you would have noticed Jim Carrey there in the cutscene. He showed up for this. It also likes the ice part under the ice. Yeah, didn't you say there's a glitch here that like the screen cannot advance if you're like on the wrong pixel?
Yeah, there's a couple of spots in the game where like you have to push the screen all the way up, otherwise you can't progress with the level. But yeah, there's one right up here.
That looked like a good grab for the monkey bars. You're having trouble with that in practice.
Yeah, that one is also just awkward. Yeah, up here you have to go all the way up there. It won't let you.
Yeah, you could probably do a lot of donations because a lot of it is like just advancing the level. There aren't really a lot of skips or breaks or anything.
Yeah, there's nothing to...
It's just big fast hours. Big gotta go fast. I am speed.
That's what we're here for. Unfortunately, there aren't a whole lot of donations to read. That haven't already been read, of course.
Yeah, it's getting close to, what, there's like 2 or 3 more runs?
Yep. Yeah, like 3 more runs. So who's your favorite Sonic character?
Probably Knuckles. Oh, that's $1.
I mean, I'd have to say Shadow because big emo energy.
Big emo energy.
I was never really into Sonic. Like I kind of appreciated like the original gameplay with like the loops and spins and stuff, but I never really got into it. I never really saw the appeal. But
it's fun. You gotta go fast. No,
so I've heard.
Yeah, but there's like varying degrees of how into Sonic you can be, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's the whole Archie comics series. There's the, you know, the wide array of video games and side characters that were introduced through video games that were later expounded upon in the comics.
I like the ice cream pops, which I think were probably influenced by this game because, like, the end screen Sonic looks a lot like the ice cream pop Sonic.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, the end screen Sonic, for the good ending, if that's what we end up doing, is fantastic.
Literally an ice cream pop?
Pretty much. It's not literally an ice cream pop, but...
It doesn't have, like, the deformed green eyes.
The gumball eyes. I got one of those recently, actually, and they look just as ugly as they did 20 years ago.
Do they actually even, like, what do they even taste like? Is it like blue raspberry or
like cold blue?
Cold blue, like cold blue Gatorade?
Nope,
like
just the color, just cold blue.
You like I never really got into Sonic on Smash, but you would pick Sonic on Smash and then absolutely embarrass me, as you usually do in Smash, but with Sonic especially.
I like Sonic in Brawl, but that's really about it. That was my go-to if like we were having a party and the only thing available was a Wiimote. I could do Sonic well with a Wiimote and nunchuck. That was it.
I did the sideways Wiimote like a classic controller. That's how I did Brawl. Just cram my middle finger up against the trigger button to grab. It's fine. So there's actually a skip here. One of the few skips is like this, taking the ladder early. Were you able to get it here? Because you didn't have to stop.
Doing it at the far right. You can like skip those explosions instead of having to
whereas usually you'd have to, yeah. Very good skip. And then when's the one part that you had trouble with earlier that you actually did good at earlier, that water level, is that coming up soon with
that's
the
level
hops?
6. That one is awful. It's so bad.
Oh, that's okay. So we got one more before that.
It'll be after this one.
I don't actually know who Ray is.
Ray's in this game actually.
Is it the squirrel or the other one?
There we go. Yeah, and then this level has a boss battle that's really finicky.
You were saying I was
We're gonna do the
interested in
wire
what.
priority here.
I was interested in
I missed
what you
it.
were.
There we go.
Oh, you hit it.
Generally, you try to skip that. But...
You were talking about the one time you clipped inside the boss.
Yeah, I clipped inside of it once and killed it really fast. I don't know what I did.
Oh, is that a death?
There was
Oh,
one,
is that our first death?
That was the second. Throw some more quarters in.
The game that you beat the speedrun for by paying money.
Uh-huh.
This kind of reminds me of like the Ninja Turtles arcade game, because this is typically you could play with like 3-player co-op.
Yeah, I think.
Right, that's why there's the...
It says push start. I don't know if you can do 2-player or 3-player, but I want to say the actual cabinet had 3 trackballs. I've never seen one.
And then this had a home release, but only in Japan.
No, it was only an arcade cabinet.
Only an arcade cabinet.
Oh, you can do 3-player. That would be really fun.
Like every other game has to have the terrible water level. Yeah, some of these are just like trudges.
Yeah. Yeah, this one pretty much, yeah, you just stick to the bottom and you won't get hit.
Big brain strats.
But, yeah, the part up here is I'm probably gonna die a lot.
You just gotta harness that energy from earlier. You just gotta mom spaghetti.
Neat. No, I'd never get through that with no deaths. That's crazy.
Oh, you see, I'm late. Damn,
Oh,
son.
there's another.
Yeah, I can tell that, like, the isometric,
Nice,
like,
only one.
with the controls is just like, I couldn't I wouldn't have the patience for it, like
Yeah,
I was saying.
I imagine with the arcade cabinet, you actually have to, like, run the trackball, too.
I'm surprised you haven't tried to, like, get a USB trackball and run it.
Alright, what is the ending at? Because that'll be this level.
Alright, let's see where we're at. It looks to be bad ending is in the lead with $196.69 over good ending with $184. Wow.
Oh, big sad hours.
I was like, oh, looks like good ending one.
This is definitely a
someone donated $100 to
Two more deaths there.
Yep. Yeah, the spiky walls are definitely... I remember watching runs of bits a while ago, back when you were running this a lot, and this part was always just like...
No,
so you can basically... yeah.
I'm also a little out of practice for this game. I haven't ran it in a long time. No, so it's bad ending right now?
That's correct.
Excellent. Bad ending's the easier one to do. Oh god, terrible. What is that, 6 deaths now?
Man, Sonic's just getting juggled by those things, huh?
You're too slow! I haven't actually seen the movie yet.
It wasn't bad. I actually liked it.
Yeah, it was actually alright for what it was.
Yeah, I did not expect anything going into it, and it was like, alright, I'll take it. Alright, so for bad ending, there's a door at the end of this little thing. You just don't go through the door and you get bad ending.
Jim Carrey hours here. What is like what is his overall motive other than just like hurting animals? Is that just kind of his whole thing? Robotnik? Or is there like a... Because he never like kidnaps a princess, like that old cliche.
So like...
Very anticlimactic.
From what I understand, he's like all about world domination and turning people into robots or something.
Hmm.
But... he's not very efficient.
He always starts with small animals for some reason.
Yeah, well, I guess those are the easiest to round up.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, there you go. That was SegaSonic the Hedgehog.
Man, you didn't even get the high score.
Yeah, I think you get that by doing coins.
I did just want to give one little shout, because this is the Trashathon. I wanted to let people know that Bits D&D character is actually Bimtar the Trashborn. So it's actually like a prophecy for him to show up here and play. So
Trashborn.
Yes, he is the Trashborn.
Born on a pile of trash. Well, cool. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been awesome watching all weekend, and I can't wait for the next one.
How many deaths did we get? 6?
Oh yeah, was it
like 6? Yeah,
6. All right, cool.
Okay, I'll actually do a little more than a quarter of death. And I thought it was going to be. He's usually much worse.
Yeah, I'm usually terrible. I did so good.
Making excuses for the man being too good.
Shaking my head.
All right. Well,
Awesome.
It's been a pleasure having you on.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
All right, later, guys.
See ya.